Good morning, everyone. Our guests have arrived. So I would request everyone to get ready for DAV Gan.
अविरल निर्मल सलिल सदय ज्ञान प्रदायिनी ज्योतिर्मय हो चहु दिशि उद्घोष अभय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय प्रबल प्रवाहमयी नित नूतन जीवन दायिनी सदा सनातन वेद प्रणीता परम पुनीता ये धारा अक्षय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय दयानंद से प्रेम भक्ति ले हंसराज से त्याग शक्ति ले धर्म भक्ति का राष्ट्र शक्ति का हो दिन मान उदय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय सुख समृद्धि इसकी लहरें प्रेम शांति इसके तट ठहरे सघन शांतिमय प्रबल क्रांतिमय लिए अटल निश्चय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय।
Modern technology has become a total phenomena for civilization, for defining the force of a new social order in which efficiency is no longer an option, but a necessity imposed on all human activity. A very warm and wonderful morning to everyone. We feel extremely delighted, thrilled, and honored to welcome you all to our tech spectacle, a boulevard of erudition. Daniel Bell has rightly quoted, "Technology, like art, is a soaring exercise of human imagination." And today, we have assembled here to witness some spectacular projects and technological innovations by the students of Neoteric Innovators Club, showcasing the novelty of ideas, entrepreneurship skills, and creative skills. Flowers are a source of fragrant sunshine, food, and medicine for the soul. So here's a virtual bouquet of flowers to honor and welcome our today's fragrant luminaries. To grace the occasion, we have with us Dr. Biswajit Saha, Director, Training and Skill Education, CBSE, a celebrated educationist, a stalwart, and a fountainhead of illuminating ideas. I feel highly fortunate and privileged to welcome you, sir. Yes, hello, sir, welcome. We also accord a warm welcome to Mr. Deepak Goyal, a proud school alumni and a student mentor who constantly motivates students to improve their innovative skills. Ms. Bhavna Sharma, an active parent working with SBS Impacts, who dynamically contributes to students' growth in ATL. And Mr. Sachin Nagpal, a proud alumni and integral member of Advisory Committee ATL, whose valuable suggestions have always helped school ATL team to dream big. Welcome to all of you. As we work together to create light for others, we naturally light our own way. So let us kindle the eternal light, evoking the feeling of oneness, positivity, and hope. So let us kindle. And I now humbly request our esteemed guest, Dr. Saha, along with Principal Ma'am, to join the lamp lighting ceremony.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम्
Thank you. I would now like to invite our dearest principal ma'am, an exemplary leader and an administrator par excellence, to the virtual dais for the welcome address. Please, ma'am. Ma'am, you're muted.
Distinguished guest, Dr. Briswati Saab, Director, Training and Skill Education, CBSE, under Ministry of Education, Government of India. Mr. Deepak Goyal, Group CEO, BFG Corporation. Mr. Sachin Nagpal, Director, Founder, Breeze Foundation Private Limited, both school alumnus. Mrs. Bhavna Sharma, Financial Head, SPS, Impacts, respected parents, teachers, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. A hearty welcome to Tech Spectacle, a boulevard of erudition, a capsule event to showcase innovative projects of students from different grade levels. The projects focus on solving problems by applying skills and integrating technology to achieve sustainable development goals. It's an honor to have with us Honorable Dr. Briswati Saab, Training and Skill Education, CBSE, to witness and motivate us in this pioneering effort. A man of distinctive accomplishments. He is a visionary, a role model, an exemplary leader who inspires us to define milestones, charter new horizons, and emblazon new paths. Dr. Saab is involved with the design of curriculum, development of student resource books, and training manuals. He also monitors the execution of various teachers' training programs by 16 CBSE Center of Excellence. He has visited various schools, universities, and other educational institutions and industries around the world to gain an understanding of the best practices which can be implemented in the Indian context. It's indeed a red letter day in the history of our school to be honored by the presence of such a erudite and scholar. A hearty welcome to you, sir, on the occasion of Tech Spectacle. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Mrs. Bhavna, a school patron, Safety and Security Council member, who has always been appreciated and supporting of all school programs and events. I extend a warm welcome to my very distinguished alumni members, Mr. Deepak Goyal and Mr. Sachin Nagpal, ambassadors of the school ethos, successful entrepreneurs who have been student mentors and active participants of school initiatives. I would like to share with you, sir, that our school has always been a platform to promote activities, competitions, or programs launched by CBSE and Niti Aayog, and I can proudly say that we have won many laurels in these initiatives. Resonating the belief of these illustrious educational bodies, the school has encouraged entrepreneurial and operational skills, creativity, research-based study, skill development, vocational education, digital and technology among students, and the results are very motivating. It also shares the vision of CBSE of molding children into responsible citizens of the world and of a new India which they will create. The Tinkering movement was introduced as Niti Aayog's flagship program, which is a step toward the new India that will embrace and encourage novel and innovative ideas and inventions. Let's tinker. The new catchphrase basically means to inculcate in students skills such as design, mindset, computational thinking, adaptive learning, physical computing, rapid calculation, aspects of STEM, besides fostering curiosity, creativity, and stimulating children to think outside the box. The school tinkering lab suffered the wrath of the pandemic, and virtual ATL became an inescapable necessity. Education today is incomplete without the necessary hands on design and development skills. While the in person lab experience had to be deferred for students, until physical visit to the labs, the availability of online tinkering platform, simulation software, and collaborative tools allow students to work together on projects, concept development, prototyping, and brainstorming of ideas. I wish to apprise, sir, that the school arms the students with technological supremacy and help them integrate it with values, morals, and our cultural legacy. The Neoteric Innovators Club, formed in the school, lays the foundation of intellectual simulation and potentially an all-in-one STEM learning experience. The unique space and environment of the Tinkering Lab paves the way for a lot of constructive and collaborative projects, innumerable accomplishments, and diverse ways of indulging in novel practices and phenomena. Through the ATL movement, the school has become the launchpad for a number of research-based innovative projects and an opportunity to participate in a number of thought-provoking and stirring competitions. It's a matter of great pride that our students have brought laurels to school by their outstanding performances in these competitions, most of them on a virtual platform. Tech Spectacle is a challenging forum to present before you some of these projects. The activity has not only proved to be a great source of joy and accomplishment, but collaborative learning has also become a medium of de-stressing besides being useful in the study of these other subjects as well. Tech Spectacle focuses on 4 projects today pursued by students. First is gamification enabled learning. Second is innovation blended with kids. Third is artificial intelligence related generation. And last not the least one, SDG and skill innovation. The projects have encouraged creativity and innovation to tinker and think out of box. I am confident that the innovative aspect of blended learning integrated with extended reality initiated in the school will hold great promise of delivering future-driven education. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude once again to Dr. Shah for acceding to my humble request to witness and appreciate this modest venture of the students. I am proud of my alumni mentors, Mr. Deepak Goyal and Mr. Sachin Narpal, for always inspiring our students as role models. I take the opportunity to thank the parents for their constant support and cooperation. They have motivated their children to explore new vistas and make the best of the opportunities the school has to offer. My blessings and congratulations to all the children who have worked enthusiastically to present before you their amazing projects. I would like to thank Mrs. Charu, Mrs. Ruchika, and Mr. Rohit for working round the clock to make this event happen. I would like to end with this poem. Where there are lots of hours at hand, where there are lots of hours at hand with room for contemplation, a whiff of an idea may sow the seeds of innovation. Let ideas open up knotted brains and let creativity take a new dimension. Let's tinker, ignite, and unravel a brave new world beyond imagination. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Our school equips its young students with confidence and resources that prepares them to create, grow, thrive, and find their success in this fast-changing tech world. So now, let us take a look at the special news bulletin, TechJack, Insight to Skill Innovation, which is an amalgamation of various tasks executed by students under Atal Tinkering Lab, Astronomy Club, Neoteric Club, and Cyberite Club, developing their skill innovation, IT skills, and creativity. The newsletter seems fantastic and remarkable. I would now like to hand over the virtual dais to our young budding tech stars, Vedant and Sachi. Over to you.
Innovation and entrepreneurship have become an integral part of our nation, through which children are introduced to technological advancements by establishing Atal Tinkering Lab in schools.
Atal Tinkering Labs is the flagship initiative of Atal Innovation Mission, Government of India, to cultivate an innovative mindset amongst high school students across the country. Here they get the practical experience which no classroom can impart.
Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. And our tech buffs have left no stone unturned to tinker with tools and showcase mind blowing innovations. So, here we present to you the voyage of innovation transformation.
Along with that, let's also witness the galore of achievements and accolades received by our budding tech stars.
Global adoption of technology in education is transforming the way we teach and learn. From providing the best infrastructure to introducing the latest technology to students, DLDAV Pitampura has evolved as a pioneer institution in providing a platform for the application of knowledge through skill education, project-based and interdisciplinary approach, experiential learning and integrated teaching. The school has identified the need to channelize learning towards applying innovative skills and applications that will contribute towards a robust future in a sustainable world. The school inaugurated the Atal Lab in 2018 under the aegis of Atal Innovation Mission Niti Aayog. The inauguration was rendered by Mr. Dipanshu, expert, Atal Innovation Mission and School Chairman Shri Shreedeep Omcheri. Emulating the skill-based model of education envisioned by CBSE, artificial intelligence, design thinking and other vocational subjects are under the spotlight in a bid to make the youth skillful, employable and self-reliant. Keeping the above objective in sight, the school has introduced the artificial intelligence curriculum for classes 9th and 10th and has integrated it with different subjects as per CBSE guidelines. Different activities, projects and participation in an array of internal and external competitions has helped harness creative potential, hone skills, tap talent and groom holistic personalities. Time to time opportunities have been provided to students to learn the fundamentals of coding at an elementary stage as well through organizing annual summer and winter camps. The Avishkar Club is an advanced program where students get exposure to technical skills including design, engineering, coding and problem solving. The virtual robotics and AI clubs help the students improve their creativity, boost their problem solving skills, AI skills, coding knowledge, enhance technical knowledge and promote teamwork. The school in collaboration with Learning Links Foundation has initiated She Code Programming Club for Girls. Online induction ceremony was conducted to give recognition to neoteric innovators and manifest the objective of the club through mass participation. Community Day is organized in Atal Tinkering Lab every year to celebrate the birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Students from Sarvodaya Vidyalaya, NGO Nanhe Pakshi and NGO Manthan SVK have joined the celebrations in the past. The annual inter-school event Tinkerfest gives students a wonderful chance to showcase their skills and compete with others. The annual exhibition Expo inspires students to turn ATL into a smart home showcasing the best blend of AI. Various webinars have been hosted by the school in collaboration with STEM Robo, Learning Links, Avishkar and Dell, focusing on enabling students to implement innovative skills and knowledge. Sambhav Care and Share, a DLDAV enterprise under which school students create and sell products like organic soap, manure, eco-enzymes, etc. Revenue earned from it is donated to different NGOs. It is a matter of gratification that the school has been recognized and appreciated in the field of technology and innovation and has won a number of awards for outstanding efforts and endeavors. Some of these are as follows. Swayam Arora won the prestigious Inspire Manak Award 2020 organized by the Ministry of Science and Technology Government of India in collaboration with CBSE and received a cash prize of Rs 10,000. Arushi Garg was a finalist of CBSE AI-enabled Seva project and got a 2 months internship with IBM for her project Accents Redefine Safety. 2 teams have been selected among top 300 teams in ATL Marathon and will be getting internships from IBM in association with AIM and Niti Aayog. 2 teams have been selected as top 5 winners for the IIU Sattva Global SDG Project Competition 2021, which is an international collaborative project by International Internship University promoting sustainable development goals. Sanchi Bansal was selected for building AI readiness boot camp organized by CBSE in collaboration with Intel. She bagged 4th position in International Kids Scratch Coding Competition and Magic with Colors, Art for Voice competition under Harmony 2020. She is also among top 150 innovators selected by Sony BBC. Sanchi Bansal has also bagged an award for excellent engineering design process under the International Design Competition under the same. She and Advait Goyal have been selected by Avishkar to make their own YouTube series and be a part of exciting projects under the Young Ambassador program. Advait has received a robotics kit worth Rs 10,000 and Sanchi has received a telescope. 10 students have received kits worth Rs 5,000 each under Soft Robotics, an international collaborative research project with Harvard School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. 3 projects submitted by young innovators qualified the first phase of Toykathon launched for CBSE schools under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan by Honorable Prime Minister. Gautam Gupta, Swayam Arora and Rakshit Gupta bagged the Most Innovative Idea Award in the grand finale of India's Future Tycoon Season 2 held at Mumbai and hosted by Empower. 8 teams were selected for the virtual boot camp of India's Future Tycoons Season 3 2020. Swayam Arora and Gautam Gupta qualified for the finale from among a total of 12 schools across India for Harmony 2020 in co-creating Tomorrow Youth Leader competition. Swasti Sharma bagged 2nd rank in National All-Rounder Championship by KidX in association with Niti Aayog and AIM. Hisa and Mehul bagged cash award of Rs 1,500 each under the same. 5 students received OAS Learning Cash vouchers worth Rs 15,000 in Digix 2021 organized by DPS RK Puram. Arjun Manocha bagged first prize in Hackathon and second runners-up position under IRC League. He was awarded cash prizes of Rs 5,000 and Rs 3,000. Swasti Sharma, Advait Goyal, Arjun Manocha, Parth Yadav, Ayush Yadav qualified for the international round of STEM and Tinkering Olympiads. Gautam Gupta has bagged 10th position in IIT Tech Fest 2020. Some of the staff achievements in the field of technology are as follows. 5 teachers have been selected as School Innovation Ambassadors by Ministry of Education Innovation Cell, AICTE, CBSE and EMRC of Ministry of Tribal Affairs. They will be trained on different modules. These teachers are Google Certified Educators Level 1 or Level 2. Ms. Charu Dodi has received the Most Innovative IT Teacher Award 2020 and Global Teachers Award 2021 and has been selected for Design Thinking Bootcamp by Niti Aayog and IIT Delhi. She and Mr. Rohit Puri have received gift cards worth Rs 13,000 each from Harvard School of Applied Sciences for commendable coordination for international research collaboration. A few teachers and students have earned badges and certificates for passing the AI test for all micro learning quiz. The school bagged the Outstanding Initiative of the Year award in the field of robotics during 3rd India STEM Summit and Awards 2020, organized by All India Council for Robotics and Automation. DLDAV Pitampura is undoubtedly future ready. It has marched forward to spread the light of education, creating opportunities, challenging minds, encouraging innovation, and sustaining excitement. The pursuit of excellence in all its dimensions is relentless at the school. We in the school strongly believe that if we teach today as we taught yesterday, we will rob our children of tomorrow.
Kudos to our young tinkerers. Work hard in silence and let the success make noise. And after seeing this, I really believe that it holds true for them. Don't you feel so, Sachi?
Absolutely, Vedant. Their innovations are an inspiration for many.
Indeed, Sanchi. I would now like to request our revered chief guest, Dr. Saha, to enthuse us with his gems of knowledge. Sir?
Good morning to all of you. I think, first of all, congratulations to all the young minds, especially those who have actually received multiple awards in different domain. It is not limited with respect to technology, but I think entrepreneurship to innovations to lot many. So, first of all, again, congratulations to principal and her team member, because of your leadership and of course the vision of DAV society. I think you all are able to co-create this kind of agenda for today. And whatever we are doing at this moment of time, especially to highlight on tech-based innovation and special support from your ex-student and esteemed guests who are present today, it is quite encouraging for all of us to witness this kind of things today. We are one-way pandemic, but technology and its use case has rather energized all the young minds to do more and to emphasize something new which can be correlated with whether it's SDG-based solutions or something which is effectively going to serve the humanity. So if we talk about the technology, I think all your mentor and especially the esteemed guest have already in touch with you to create some innovative journey for the schools and especially for the students who are very much enthusiastically participating in multiple events. So if I talk about maybe post 10 years or maybe post 8 years, so those students who are in class 8 to 12, they are going to land up in the market after completing their UG program or PG program. So that way we can definitely target what are the things we are going to see in 2030 and post that. So for every school student, I think at this point of time, even for the faculty members, to look into these dynamisms so that accordingly you can tweak your this teaching learning process. There is a concept called real teachers versus fake teachers. Don't mind, this is for the purpose of discussions only, because the real teachers, whatever they are going to teach, also they are practicing in their life. So I think there are certainly a good number of real teachers. Because of your involvement and passion, I think the students are performing well. At the same time, how parents are involved in molding their journey. It is not the responsibility of the school alone that for technological innovations or academic activities, or sports or music related infusions. Always it is the school or sometimes private tutor are mainly involved to carry out all these activities. So how parents are involved and how parents are actually trying to extract the interest of the student. So at this ball game need to be co-created. Then only I think this kind of event, and beyond that, or not only participation and also taking to a national level or international level, but beyond what? So at school level, maybe many a times after achieving a certain milestone, many a times parents and even sometimes schools encourage, okay, now you have achieved up to this level. Now you must concentrate on your studies so that you can complete your board class 10 board examinations and 10+2 board examinations with good marks. So that is, of course, is an agenda, but this should not be only agenda of that life. So beyond these technological innovations, my appeal to the student community and especially to the parents, that how you can encourage them so that from this particular prototyping, how they can lead their life to file a patent on whatever innovations they are doing at this point of time. And school, industry, and civil, with the support of the government and civil society, and of course CBSE is also here with you all. How can we support you so that if school writes to us, okay, these are the certain area on which our students are doing excellent work, can you help us to register patents? And then we can also discuss with the line ministry and bring some quality people so that who can again further mentor our student. The second appeal is with respect to one is wage employment, which these days, of course, the student minds are quite differently. They are thinking and visualizing their career, but mostly parents like us always thinks like a steady career. And here, I think beyond 2030, that kind of situations and scenario won't be there. So my second appeal to the parents and the student is how differently you can position you after 2030. That is quite crucial. So whether you are aiming only for the wage employment, then I think you are killing your entrepreneurial mindset. So here at school level, I think beyond, within the peers, you have to come up with some idea of innovation and how it can be, you can bring as a business model. And this business model, you have to discuss. And for that purpose, I think freely you have to work, because entrepreneurship, the core concept is once you take some money from X or Y, that means you are giving service with respect to certain kind of concept of employment. No. So my appeal is that how during the school days you can be part of any business. Any business means any business. It could be local kirana shop to medical shop store to any business mall or any place. You have to go for 1 week long tenure to look into how these organizations function. So their real-time functioning, from that real-time functioning, we'll come to know what are the marketing component, what are the inventory component, and where your financial accounting lies. And for that, and there again, I'm requesting the real teachers to come forward so that they can really help the student to understand real time or real life problem solving capability. And through that, I think wherever we are going to land in terms of technology, whether it is as the students forum, especially school has created towards AI, robotics, or blockchains, or whatever new technologies we are visualizing, because in many forums we have heard, or there are so many literature available in the internet, which will serve you the purpose, what are actually going to happen. Because maybe by another 5 to 10 years, there would be nanobots that will check your health. Or even in some metro station, there are certain instruments already installed, even in Delhi, which can tell you your blood pressure, which can tell you your sugar level. So gradually, in the health domain, each and every activities of your, whether it is cell activity or nerve activity, that can be visualized through a mirror after a certain period of time. And then in terms of this border engagement, if you see these days in Siachen or in other far-flung area, the people, especially our Indian soldier or even the foreign soldiers, are facing the tremendous turbulence of weather. So here, maybe the robot soldier would be there. Now, those who are looking into the psychology, those who are studying class 11 psychology, they have a huge role to play in future, because now in workplace also, even some school in Bangalore, they have installed 1 or 2 robots in classroom. So teacher versus robot, or robot as a teacher, or robot, how it is interacting with the human being. And if a human teacher is passing a comment for a student or fellow teacher, and how robot is commenting upon it. So all those human to machine interactions, I think many psychological aspects is going to evolve in years to come. So you have to come up with innovative solutions, because robot may not give that innovative solutions, what you can offer. So that way you need to think through. And then in terms of different shortage of ore or metal, I think even in food industries or even in metal industries, that 3D printer, which you are very much practicing in your lab and other areas, I think these are all upcoming things. And even in the space industry, there would be huge activities are going to happen, and especially in transportations. So the complete dynamics of transportations, what we are seeing in Delhi or even in big metros, beyond 2030, the things would be more technology based and technology oriented. And even in the airspace, I think we are talking about electrical vehicles on road. But what about electrical aeroplane? So all those things you need to think through, and how you are visualizing your position at that point of time to serve the humanity, that is quite crucial. So my last request is, technology hota rahega, but along with this, for human cause, the ethical issues, because AI and other all emerging technology has a huge issues on ethics. How you are going to institutionalize to serve the humanity, that depends, that algorithms you have to write. And there, if any kind of fraudulence things you are going to narrate for your own benefit or your organization benefit, I think nobody is going to spare you. So whether it is legal systems or other systems, maybe for some tenure, one may get a freedom to achieve high money. But after a certain period of time, some way or others, that human value will pull you down to that level so that you cannot show your face. So my humble request that besides this technology inclusion, you have to have this human value. I think I must compliment DAV Society, because they are trying to inculcate this strong Indian ethos and human values, so that culturally our students, our citizens can come up as a global citizen. So with this, I wish you all the best, and thank you for inviting me, and especially all the students who have participated in this event. My big congratulations, but promise me that out of a good sizable number, my personal dream, or from the side of CBSE, we want that some of you should emerge as a big entrepreneur, so that country's economy and other aspects, social aspects, can be visualized in a different manner. Wish you all the best, and thank you once again.
Thank you so much, sir, for acceding to our request and be here to motivate our young entrepreneurs and the teachers. And whatever you addressed in your address, so we will try to follow those areas. And you have visualized about Vision 2030. So we wish like these young budding artists, they are artists in all the areas. So they should work in that direction, and they should work for the cause of humanity, as you are saying. And especially in DAV, we try to inculcate these values, as you know very well. Apart from the roots, we try to give them wings also, so that they can exceedingly do well in all the areas. So, sir, if you permit, like if you have some time, 2 to 3 questions they would like to ask you. Can they ask, sir?
Sure, sure.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. So, Charu, please coordinate with sir. And Vedant, you would like to ask question?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Vedant.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much.
With us. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Vedant, please.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. Sir, could you guide how STEM education and innovative thinking can be merged with the academic curriculum for the students, so as to develop a kindling interest in them for technological innovations?
Yeah, so the STEM itself, because if you elaborate the science without innovations, how it is possible? Now, only thing is that whether it is science, technology, engineering, or maths, so that STEM nowadays, of course, we also integrate the arts component into it. We call STEAM. So I think for innovative learning, first of all, it is not the curriculum. I'm repeating, it is not the curriculum. It is what way the teaching learning process held in the school ecosystems or in your personal environment. So what we are trying to promote at this point of time is that experiential learning. So whatever concept, it could be anything related to your nervous systems, or it could be anything related to your chemistries, metals, or organic or inorganic behavior. So that point of time, you need to see and visualize what way things are happening. And from that, and not only that, if you are limiting yourself to the curriculum, that means it is the purpose is actually limiting is usually carried out by schools or by individual student with respect to the syllabus of examination. So there lies, actually we are suppressing the innovation component there. So if the school ecosystems, especially in up to class 9 and even in 11th, if we open the door for kind of innovative assessment, means whatever you are learning based on your own wisdom, if teachers give that freedom to you, okay, I'm confident that you are very much aware of the subjects and the learning outcomes of the subjects are being achieved by you. Now, what would be your prescriptions to do the assessment? And it is not that some model assessment which usually carried out, okay, from 15th November to 15th December, 1 month, all the students are supposed to appear certain assessment. I think those monotony need to be broken up. And through that, more and more chances. Only thing is that I'm again reminding you that ethical issues is very much important here, because it should not be that by name of innovations, you are doing something else. So here comes in STEM education, of course, there are your questions has another component of how technological innovations are also can be carried out and how it can be integrated with respect to the curriculum. So here you have to rather together. It is not only that it is your demand. You need to discuss with your class teacher or subject teacher, because your demand, usually these demands are not being placed by the student in most of the school, or otherwise demand are not being listened by the authority. Two way it can be considered. It is the timetables are being decided by the school authority, and based on that we are supposed to act. Students are supposed to act. Now that reverse demand could be there. Now all these laboratory activities, whether it is the activities of ATL, whether it is innovation ambassador program, so all together how it can be integrated with your curriculum pathway. Even for that matters, if school is participating in Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, what innovations you are bringing? They are in terms of your participation and how it is related to your curriculum. That need to be redefined. And this is all micro intervention. And through these micro interventions, I think, of course, you have to use the technology, because through technology, you can bring what is happening outside. So I'll request you all, especially for chemistry, you just look into the site of Royal Society of Chemistry. Here are lot of innovative experiment and free literatures are available. You can try, do it yourself in the, and I know your chemistry lab is very much rich, salts and other things are available. You try, and all these prototypes are there. So that way you take the help of technology, and similarly the multiple university sites, their research domain and their research activities, you can go through at school level. Then only you can, because otherwise something you are thinking at your level and in your domain, but somebody already carried out such kind of experiment. So research means already you are searching whatever it is available, and through our Google Baba, you can bring anything onto your basket, and then categorize which area you must focus and how it can relate with your existing physics curriculum, or it could be political science curriculum. So that cross integrations is also very much important. I think I am able to answer your query.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. I would now request Sachi to pose a question to you.
Yeah, thank you, sir, for your precious words. I truly appreciate your idea of nanobots and electronic air transport, and we would love to work on these innovations for sure. And my question for you is that how can we popularize the idea of STEM so that more students can get benefit out of it?
So yeah, because STEM popularizations, it is the responsibility of the parent and teachers up to class 7. It is not all the way STEM popularization should be there from class 9 onwards. No, absolutely no. So your best of the best teachers, maybe teaching in class 12 physics, class 12 chemistry or maths, they must take at least 1 or 2 periods in a month for classes 1 to 7. It could be high sounding for them. They may criticize afterwards. But your knowledge and wisdom with respect to the present science educations, futures of STEM activities, I think you are the best persons available, best resource persons available in the school who can narrate these stories to the in early years, and so that they start visualizing, okay, these are all area of focus. And you have to invite, I know you are inviting many good resource persons in your school, and specialized activities. It is not that some lectures would happen. Some specialized hands-on activities on STEM in early years will automatically trigger the mind. And that way, I think it is highly possible to popularize the STEM. And Ministry of Department of Science and Technology, they have a special projects for one is for aspiring students, especially in the science and maths. They have a special project, and I think through that, many of the schools of different part of the country and university laboratory, so they usually take the students for 10 to 15 days. A kind of camp happens in the colleges, and through that also more and more exposure visits. Even new education policy talks about STEM bagless day. So school can script what are the activities to be carried out in 10 bagless day. And these 10 bagless day, 5 you specially focused on STEM, another 2 on sports, another 3 on music and other areas of activity. Even skill activities, vocationalization is also crucial. Entrepreneurial activities is crucial. So 10 bagless day can be thematically script. So each day, what our students are supposed to do in school or out of school. So through that, I think we can highly popularize not only STEM, rather area of interest, what individuals wants to do. ठीक है, Shanchi?
Thank you, sir, for your direction and guidance. Now I would like to ask Swasti to come forward and ask a question. Swasti?
Unmute yourself, beta. You're not audible.
Ma'am, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I would like to ask that is a science background mandatory for any innovator or an entrepreneur?
Absolutely, answer is no. For innovations, only you have to have the capability of dreaming and make your dream or in reality, whatever, do it yourself with your idea. So for idea, definitely it will come in your dream. Any idea. Whenever you are awakened, maybe idea sometimes highly visualized peoples, they can also dream while awakening. So I think for that, absolutely no background is required. So from any background, can do. Only thing is that advantage of the science, because we are talking about scientific temperament. The scientific temperament does not mean that you have to study physics. 2 terms I am using for today to answer your queries. One is scientific temperament, another is computational thinking. So computer ka soch kiska hai? It is your thinking. You are directing the computer to do whatever way, whatever it could be use supercomputer activity or even so-called any artificial intelligence program. We are calling it artificial. So artificial means it is not natural. So that means your natural intelligence are being imposed there in the machine. So that kind of computational thinking means any problems comes to you, how you are going to solve the problem. Suppose if your mother asks you to buy a detergent from the neighboring shop. So this is the problem given to you, and while you are attending virtual class. So what would be your immediate response? So your response to solve that problem is your actually the computational thinking. How you are thinking to solve your whatever your mother has asked you to perform. But parallelly, you are also attending the virtual class. So that is called computational thinking. So that computational thinking, you are immediately trying to solve the problem and you are visualizing the problem and writing algorithm in your mind. So that is computational thinking. Now, another component is scientific temperament. Now, we are talking, school is talking about SDG and other area of problem. Now, suppose for your own benefit, you are trying to create a problem for the others. So in terms of economy, okay, you are benefiting, it is giving you, it is generating money, but it is creating a problem for the others, both environmentally and physically. So for that, you need to have that scientific temperament, so that if you are doing this, if any business, so these two thinking, if it can be internalized, anybody can becomes innovator, anybody can becomes entrepreneur. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was quite inspirational. Now everyone can become an innovator, actually can dream big. Thank you, sir. I would now like to invite Simranji to ask you a question. Simranji.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable time. Sir, I think that technology has been the panacea in the COVID times. So, do you think that with normalcy returning, will technology still hold the same importance?
Now, though, it is better integral part of our life. So maybe our DNA is going to be muted with respect to technology use case. So now, whatever we are talking about, flip, hybrid, or some other pattern of learning, but without technology, I think mankind cannot think through. So there is a huge investment worldwide with respect to technological innovation, and more user friendly, because it is not that it is an individual choice. Now, a kind of socially, we are being, I should not use this term, but a specific word called SLAVE, slave. Now it is, for to roll it out, I think more and more empowering strategy you need to bring up, and which we may fail to bring, but you can, because your fresh thinking can bring innovative solutions so that you can dominate technology for mankind. Without that, it is not possible, because Elon Musk, he is thinking for hyperloop travels in transportations, and you think of that without technology how it is possible. And now supersonic we heard long back, but again it is coming. So in those areas, driverless car, so all those things, this is a kind of innovation. We can't ignore. Maybe for a certain point of time, a certain city or certain state may ignore, but strategically we can't ignore. So even because I was talking initially the food productions and the versus population. So what kind of solutions you are going to prescribe? If the traditional crops are going to be planted, its yielding rates and other things may not serve the purpose. So strong innovation in the area of biotechnology and other domain, even in the pharmaceutical industry. So without technological interventions, any area of life, I think we cannot simply ignore, but how we can create a best use case so that technology becomes slave of human, not the reverse. That is my opinion.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Our teachers are also very, excited to ask certain questions. So if you permit us,
No
can they?
issue. I have another 10 minutes I can spend, because thereafter I have to join some other
Thank you so
internal
much, sir,
issue.
for your valuable time. Yeah. Charu ma'am is there, so I would like to invite her first. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning, sir. First of all, a very warm welcome to you. So, as you know that the school basic mission is to inculcate in children eternal values. So, sir, I would like to ask you, like, how these values and technology can be molded to make a perfect student, to make a perfect citizen. This is my question, sir.
Okay. It is a very difficult questions to answer. Because all the times the human value, it's largely depend on the behavior and the relationships. That is my personal understanding. the individual behavior, what students are absorbing in school ecosystems and in household and in the neighborhood. The second is relationship, how the parents, relatives, even the teachers are maintaining with each other. So these two things actually trying to mold their internal issues, and accordingly there are in terms of chemistry, some affinities are being developed in the children's mind. So here, that's why that careful behavior, especially in the early days when they are in the Montessori space, or even in classes 1 to 5, these years are very crucial. So because this is the personalized learning, equations actually evolved during that period of time. So maybe people talk about that human bellows and other things later on. Of course, in online domain also, many complain, teachers sometimes raises that students are not writing the assessment properly. Now, where is the lacuna? So these are small issue, but gradually it becomes a Himalaya for an individual, or even it becomes Himalaya for the society. So my personal request is, whatever we do, whatever we preach, if students get opportunity to correlate, I think that will serve the purpose of our presence in the education systems. That's all I can comment. No more advice.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Lata ji, you are in mute mode.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, sir. Now I would like to invite Ms. Ruchika Dua, again an event coordinator, who would like to ask a question.
A very good morning, sir. So my question is that the greatest obstacle that we face is to generate interest among parents. It's very difficult to inspire or make them understand that how these activities are important for the students. So what steps school can do or the teachers can do to inspire parents or to encourage them?
I am going to suggest something different. So in entire school ecosystems, largely parents, whether through nowadays, of course, through online or earlier in a physical mode, comes for interactions to the schools twice or thrice in a year for 10 to 15 minutes. Actual interaction is for 10 to 15 minutes. Beyond that, is there any mechanisms of interactions? Or largely 2 or 3 hours long stay in your annual day event. So beyond that, school to parents interaction is less. So how can we blame the parents? So in this, that means they are aware of your functioning for maximum 5 hours. 5 घंटा में एक दूसरे का ऊपर हक जाता सकते हैं. It's very difficult. We can't blame, or we can't also tell these are the things, some wrongdoings by the parents. So for that purpose, my suggestion would be, how can we involve as a part of the team? And team कैसे बनेगा? So that means in every micro activities, there is of course a student management, school management committee. So वहाँ पे 2-3 parents रहते हैं, उनका भी वो लोग ज़्यादा time बिताते हैं. But although they are representative, but they cannot take the responsibility of all the parents. So that means individualized attention, because we human beings are attention seeker, no matters. We believe in appreciation. आप 100 पेरेंट्स को एक बार बुला के अप्रिशिएट करो, आपका बात नहीं मानेगा, इसमें से हो सकते हैं 5 पेरेंट नहीं मानेगा, 95 पेरेंट्स आपका बात मानेंगे. So this is first methodology, because I am going back to Charuji's questions, because it is the relationships and behavior, nothing else. So that bonding is missing. Now अभी covalent bond बनाएंगे या ऐसे ही खुला छोड़ देंगे, that is, it depends on the school management. Now many a times, to avoid problems also, we are less interactive, because also micro level intervention. Now some way I think we need to intervene there and earn their confidence, and there is a possibility. Let me suggest 2 to 3 things, and if these things are doable, you try, and then we can interact later on. Number 1, you forget about that these interactions, that for 10 minutes interactions, that is routine, rudimentary, rule based, let it happen as it is. Now, can you bring some of the parents in the classroom? How many teachers are aware of the profile of the parents? आप छुट्टी पे जा रहे हैं, तो can one parents manage your classroom? If not their class, it could be subsequent section, it could be lower class. अगर बच्चा 11th में पढ़ रहा है, उनका पेरेंट्स का प्रोफाइल अगर स्कूल का जो कोऑर्डिनेशन एकेडमिक कमिटी को अच्छा लगे, he or she can handle some section, कोई बात नहीं, प्रिंसिपल साहब आप छुट्टी दे दीजिए टीचर्स को 2 दिन के लिए, और वो 2 दिन किसी पेरेंट्स को बुलाइए, और इनका बच्चा अगर 11th में, मैं बोलूंगा 8th का बच्चे को दीजिए बेस्ड ऑन हिज और हर कॉम्पिटेंसी. See the outcome. Then other social activities जो हाईलाइट हुआ है इस इवेंट में, इसमें पेरेंट्स वॉलंटियर्स, नॉट द स्टूडेंट वॉलंटियर्स, पेरेंट्स को इवेंट मैनेज करने के लिए दीजिए, 1-2 तो करने के लिए दीजिए. See the response. Then they will feel the ownership. It is not only the school management committee. The ownership lies, many people are not aspiring for any position. They need little aspiration, but they can deliver more than that. So those things, if you try, then student is also feel empowered. Okay, my mother is taking the classes. My mother, किसी को अच्छा म्यूजिक के शौक है, वो आके एक दिन बच्चों का साथ परफॉर्म ही करे. किसी को स्टोरी टेलिंग अच्छा लगता है, किसी को थिएटर अच्छा लगता है. We don't know the hidden talent. उन्होंने ट्राई टेस्ट किया है और हो सकता है अपना स्कूल में स्टेट चैंपियन था. अभी फैमिली रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का वजह से दे आर नॉट एबल टू गिव टाइम. कैन स्कूल रीइन्वेंट दिस थिंग्स? अभी आवर CBSE schools are all English medium. Now Delhi in NCR, there are so many parents who cannot speak in English. वो PTM में आके अपने आप को थोड़ा छोटा महसूस करते हैं. Can we empower? स्कूल इवनिंग में पेरेंट्स के लिए स्पोकन इंग्लिश का क्लास चालू कर सकते हैं 2 घंटा के लिए. जो इंटरेस्टेड पेरेंट, जिसको वो हिम्मत है, मतलब हमको आता नहीं है, लेट मी अटेंड, क्या प्रॉब्लम है. बट 2 महीना का बाद you interact, they will be ever loyal to the school जब तक बच्चा रहेगा, and beyond that. So can we do that? These are 3. There are many in list. I should not take the time of our student who are going to present their projects and other things. Huh? रुचिका जी, ठीक लगा?
Yes, Ruchika is not here, I think so. Sir, बहुत अच्छे आपने ideas दिए हैं. We will try to implement them. And many parents are evolving in many areas. Like one is sitting here, Bhavna Sharma. So her daughter is very active and participating in many events. But we want, like as you say, we want to inculcate this in masses. So we will try whatever suggestions you have given. So we will try to implement those. And sir, now you would like to witness the events. You have time. There is some network problem, sir. Lata, some
I
network
think,
problem
yeah.
is there.
Yeah, I think there's a network problem. So
Sir is not here. I think he has left the meeting, maybe.
he's there, I think, but there's some network issue because his photo is stagnant there.
So
Uh-huh.
he has
He's
left.
left, ma'am. He's left.
So
So
you
shall
can
we?
propose vote of thanks to sir.
Sir has left, I think, ma'am. So shall we begin with the program, the projects? Yeah. So now it's time to behold the stunning, novel, and remarkable exhibition of projects that is sure to impress you all.
I, Gautam, on the behalf of Neoteric Innovators Club, would like to welcome you all to this Tech Spectacle, a virtual exhibition portraying 4 projects based on different creative themes. DLDAV Model School, Pitampura, has blossomed even in the pandemic and is marching towards a brighter future, embracing new technologies and innovation.
Let me introduce you to our first theme. Gamification enables learning. If you were asked to play a game, you wouldn't refuse, would you? The gamification of education can enhance level of students' engagement, similar to what games can do to improve their specific skills and optimize their learning. Gamification gives students a goal to work towards, whether it's winning a spot on the leaderboard, leveling up, or earning points and badges. Aiming to integrate gamification into the blended classrooms, our Neoteric innovators are here to showcase their creativity and innovation on the theme. So come, let's visit our Atal Tinkering Lab and see what's happening in our mini factory.
Hello everyone, myself Manan Arora from class 5G of DLDAV Model School, Pitampura. I have created a project named Monumania using SCAD software. Nowadays, in this pandemic, tourism and visiting heritage sites have been shut down, causing boredom, mental fatigue, stress, lack of knowledge about the culture, heritage, and new generation that lies beneath the monument.
India. When we over any of the dots, it will show us the name of the state like Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, etc. When we will click on the dots, it will show us the name of major monuments here. This is a key also at the bottom of each type of monuments here. When we will click on Taj Mahal, we will get a description and view in AR option. After we download this app, We have to scan this code and see what happens. We will get an AR module of Taj Mahal with some important information about it, like where it is located, who built it, and some important facts, like when it was built. Wow! Another important fact. I never knew about this. This is the label. Thank you and have a nice day.
In this present world of competition, many students try to cram up the concept of maths, but this proves to be a problem in higher classes. So we want to make our students learn and enjoy maths in a very fun way with our toy. We designed a toy which consists of an arrow-shaped car and a bird. The arrow-shaped car and the bird might seem a bit confusing in the beginning, but they have significance as they relate to mythological tales. The bird is placed on a coordinate by the teacher. The coordinator is located with the help of a camera placed overhead using computer vision. Students input the coordinates located by them. If the coordinates are correct, the arrow moves to the desired coordinate. That includes a sense of competition and addresses the students to a complex topic in a simple way. How is our toy a better education tool? It's affordable as it will cost less than any other remote control car. It's disabled friendly as we have added a special feature which can help blind use this toy. It increases competitiveness as it gives the student a sense of competition and hence better learning. It's a standalone toy and don't need any fuzzy arrangements.
How is our toy different from the existing toys? Other toys do not teach any specific topic or subject, and they generally are not for educational purposes. Whereas our toy simplifies a very complex subject and generates an interest towards education, and it can also be used for the disabled.
Thanks a lot.
Hello everyone, I Anvin and my team member Sachi made this game Heaven and a Walk, which focuses on the theme making a world a better place to live in. We have used block-based coding. We have added blocks mostly from these sections. Other than this, we have used text-to-speech, face detection pen and machine learning. Now let's have a look on our game. Today I would like to warn you about something. I have made this Earth the most beautiful planet in this universe, but now you are spoiling its features due to your deeds. I want to teach you how you can make this planet a beautiful place to live in.
This is how our game starts. We have added 4 modules in our game. This is nature module. We have added Mother Nature here as the character. In the first level, we have added the most important aspects of nature, which are the trees. In this level, we wanted to tell the effects of deforestation. I have added simple controls for the players. This is a dodging game. This is the second module, disaster. Here we have Father Time as the character. We have added the effect of pollution as a disaster in this game. This is a catching game using simple controls like arrow keys. We have also locked the module with keys that the player gets after clearing a level. The third module is conflict, where we wanted to promote peace and being united as one world. We have added the character of Goddess of Peace. This is the game level which inspires players about killing the peace disruptors like criticism, jealousy, etc. This game is a ping pong game. The players have to hit the bricks to destroy them. This is the final level, the health module, where we have the God of Health as the character. The health game is a maze game where a vaccine is used to destroy the virus. Thank you. I hope you liked our game.
We are not the makers of the history. We are made by history. Starting with this beautiful quote, today and Rastogi and my partner Akshay Jaswal will showcase the game Comeback and Trust. Our game Comeback and Trust is an online or offline multiplayer battle game based on the First War of the Independence and Indian struggles for the freedom involving the Britishers. After launching the game, the player has to click on Start, and after that, the player has to choose one of these levels. So I'll choose level 2, which is based on the revolts of 1947. Then the player has to choose one of these characters. The player can choose Bhagat Singh and click on Start. Now an animated intro video about this level will. So here the player has 3 choices among the guns. The first one is the machine gun, the second one is the pistol, and the third one is the grenade. And the player has to also kill these soldiers, but after killing them, the player has to destroy this gate, and then the player has to climb this hill. And at the top of the hill, as you all can see, there are 2 flags, one of India and another one of England. So the player has to destroy England's flag. And after destroying England's flag, the player will have completed this level. And now, if the player clicks a menu, then the main menu of this game will open. And if the player clicks on quit, the game will just close. Thank you.
Our next theme is innovation blended with kids. The 21st century has seen unmatched development in the field of robotics. Robotics has positively influenced every aspect related to us. Innovations keep happening in our mini factory, and these innovations have changed the way we as humans perceive the world. Working on kits like robotics, electronics, makerboard, etc. have introduced the students to the new world of engineering. It has enhanced their creativity and significantly improved their coding skills. So now, let us take a look at what the large mass of inventions and ideas of our new trick innovators are pulling us towards. So let's take a peek into our electronics lab.
Soft robotics is a specific subfield of robotic dealing with constructing robots from highly compliant materials similar to those found in living organisms. Soft robots are an exciting innovation in the world of robotics. The 5 types of soft robots above may have the most commercial potential out of all the types of soft robots currently in the development. Different from industrial or collaborative robots, soft robots serve a diverse range of applications that are often outside of possibilities of industrial or collaborative robots.
This is a gripper made by us, and now let me show you how it works and how it can lift different objects. As you can see, I am lifting this object with this gripper. The ultrasonic sensor detects the object and is able to grip and lift it. It can be used to create superior prosthetics, wearable robots, and can also serve as robotic muscles, along with being a part of different secret and rescue missions.
First, robotic muscles. Several types of soft robots which are developed to serve as robotic muscles. One of the most promising draws inspiration from origami. It is folded up structure that can lift up to 1,000 of its times big and is scalable from a few millimeters to a meter long height. Second, climbing robots. These types of robots have high potential applications ranging from inspection and maintenance of buildings to rescue missions. One version of the soft climbing robot has a bendy design, much like a caterpillar, that allows it to crawl up and down large structures.
Fourth is wearable robots. These biomimetic devices can be applied to a patient undergoing physical rehabilitation. The soft robot mimics the natural movement of the body wherever it is placed, helping the patient restore normal motor functions. Fifth is prosthetic robots. Soft robots that can be used to create superior prosthetics for missing limbs or extremities. Often, soft robotics technology is used for grippers at the end of a prosthetic arm for more delicate and accurate grasping of objects.
Good morning, everyone. Over the years, the health service sector has been continuously trying to improve the services provided to the aging population, accident victims, people in the need of mobility assistance. As a result, the emphasis is being directed towards the design and development of intelligent tools. We have designed a wheelchair robot, which is an amalgamation of intelligent robotics technology and an electronic wheelchair.
This smart wheelchair robot can be controlled by touch and IS sensors for its movement and can detect obstacles coming in front of the wheelchair. Its sensors work as follows. When the right touch sensor detects a touch, the wheelchair will start moving forward. And when the left touch sensor detects a touch, the wheelchair starts moving backward. When the right IS sensor will detect any obstacle, it will move right. And when the left IS sensor detects any obstacle, the wheelchair will move left. And when both the IS sensors will detect the obstacle at the same time, the wheelchair will stop moving until the sensors are released.
Wheelchair robot extend the capabilities of traditional devices by introducing control and navigational intelligence. This device can ease the lives of many disabled people, particularly those with severe impairments, by increasing their range of mobility. We have planned to improvise our prototype to make it cost-effective and reachable to all genres of people.
Patram, enterprising energy for tomorrow. Do you use batteries? Obviously yes, but do you know these little batteries, which are essential for our day-to-day life, are affecting our environment badly as contains hazardous chemicals and metals such as zinc, cadmium, mercury, manganese, etc. One battery is able to pollute around 20 square meters of land or 400 liters of water. If these batteries are dumped in soil, they will poison the soil and then will go to the water bodies and from where can be vaporized and consequently we'll all breathe this air. So, it is our duty to use alternate source of energy, as there is always a reason behind every innovation. So, drive in a school to control e-waste brings our attention towards the impact of carbon footprints.
So, after various researches and data analysis, I, Saragani and Swasti Sharma came up with a solution, Urja Patram. It is similar to that of conventional batteries where positive charged particles called ions and negative charged particles called electrons move between the positive charged particles.
And to make this, I have used butter paper from old drying file, aluminium sheet, salt, water and wires. It is formed by the combination of paper or cellulose with aluminium and ionic liquid which act as electrodes. It is similar to that of conventional batteries where positive charged particles called ions and negative charged particles called electrons moved between positive electrodes called anode and negative electrodes called cathode. Now let's check it's working. Let's take this small battery without having salt water or ionic solution. As you can see, there is no reading. Now let's take this battery having salt water. So as you can see, it is generating current of 1.
Battery is working like other conventional batteries, but it is far better than them. It is very economical, easy to make, ultra thin, flexible, lightweight, and most importantly, it's environmental friendly. The various applications of Urja Patram are: it can be used in electric appliances similar to conventional batteries, can be used for electronic charging such as laptops and mobiles, can be used in wireless devices such as the mouse and keyboards.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Vikram.
My name is Arham.
We are studying in the 7th grade.
how we recreated the classic snake game on the maker board made by Avishkar IoT Kit. I am sure almost everyone knows the classic snake game made by Nokia on their Nokia 800 phone.
You use your arrow keys on your keyboard or any laptop to control the snake so I can reach the apple and eat its food. Well, in this game, we decided to move the apple like how the snake moves to increase the difficulty a little bit. I have made the snake project. See, it's a snake, and the red square that you see, that is the apple that the snake is trying to catch. So, I will first open and connect the Bluetooth terminal to the maker board. As you can see over here, there are many buttons called left, right, up and down. So, I'm gonna just control the snake using these, and I'm gonna try to get the high score over here. So let's just make it 1 point. You got 2 points, 3. Oh no, that was actually good. 4 and 5. And you can see at the end it shows you win.
Thank you everyone for watching. We hope you like our video. Have a nice day.
Morning everybody. Today I, Arav Gupta and Harman Dev of class 8H are going to present before you a quiz on electronics. It will be really interesting and educational. So let's begin. This is the first question. What is the component used to fix voltage in a circuit? Let's think. The answer is Zener diode. As you can see, when the button is pushed, the green LED glows. Also, the bell starts ringing. This is because this button is connected to the cell. The cell provides voltage, and this voltage is used to induce current into the circuit. So, whenever current is provided in the circuit, the green LED glows and the buzzer also rings. However, if the battery, DC motor or LED RGB options are clicked, the red LED glows, indicating that the answer is wrong. The process used here is similar, as a circuit is made by using the button, the cell and the red LED.
All of you can see in the quiz that is being showed is almost the same, but the only difference is that the wires are arranged in a different manner. Moving on to the next question. A thermistor is a thermometer, miniature resistance, high sensitive explosive, or an LED RGB. I think it is miniature resistance. Wow, I'm correct. Let's see the next question. Battery gives which type of current? I'm pretty sure that it will be DC. Wow, I'm correct. Let's move on to the next question. Current can flow in any direction in a resistor. I think it is true. Wow, I'm correct again.
So I really hope you enjoyed this.
Our next theme is AI-ready generation. Artificial intelligence is the new source of vitality. And now, artificial intelligence has become a strategic imperative for worldwide economic growth and will continue to be one of the most crucial technologies of the future. It is critical to empower the young generation and equip them with the skill set and the mindset required for AI readiness, and to democratize access to AI tools. Keeping the same in mind, the school has been actively empowering students to be ready for the future. So let's visit Physics Lab, where our enthusiasts are eagerly waiting to show their innovations.
Virtual monitor, today's game changer. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our lives were terribly affected,
and we all were packed at our homes. A major impact was witnessed in educational sector. In order to solve this emerging problem, we came with the idea virtual monitor.
The virtual monitor consists of two parts, an app and a chatbot. The chatbot helps the students as well as teachers to manage the schedule of online classes. The chatbot is built using following services: ActiveChat API, webhooks, Google Sheets and Telegram. ActiveChat and webhooks are the main components or the core components of the chatbot. They coordinate the functioning like receiving user input and data updation in Google Sheets. The Google Sheet acts like database for storing information related to schedule of classes and its timetable. It might appear a little confusing, so here is a video showing the explanation of the project. Suppose I am a teacher, I will type command \teacher. It will ask if I am registered or not. For the registration process, a code will be entered which will be provided by the school. We have to enter a name and password for registration. After that, an account will be created. Now to update the schedule, we again have to type the command \teacher and enter the details through which we registered ourselves. It will ask for the password through which we registered. Then the chatbot will give us access to edit the schedule of classes. Here, for instance, I have updated the schedule of the second period of class H. Then a link has to be entered and this link will be provided to the students for joining the class. Now, if a student has to ask for the schedule, he or she has to type the command \schedule. The chatbot will ask the details like the section and the period. Now the class link along with the details of class will be provided to the student.
Thank you. Hope you like the idea.
Anyone who believes in indefinite growth on a finite planet is either mad or economist. Starting with this quote by Sir David Attenborough, I would like to introduce our Green Power Project, Futuristic City, which is based on SDG goal number 11. Now let's see what our project includes.
The project is about creating a futuristic city which can make cities safe, resilient, sustainable and clean, as cities are not safe, resilient, sustainable and clean. To this day, many people doesn't get clean water and electricity. These are the unique features of our project: face recognized security systems, auto night barriers and street lights, rainwater harvesting plants, AI tree. This is our futuristic city. It has a AI tree. The AI tree conserves solar energy during the day by charging a battery, and this battery is used for LED lights and mobile charging points. Then this electricity is stored in the powerhouse. You can see the mobile is getting charged. This small screen shows air pollution and temperature of the air, which can act as an alarming system. To save electricity, there are auto night street lights. In day, the street light will turn off, and in the night, it will automatically turn on. For waste management, there are smart dustbins. When the dustbin will be full, it will automatically send a message to the nearest NCD office. And to tell the user that the dustbin is full, the orange LED will glow. For water, the city has rainwater harvesting plants. This is the collection tank. Automatically close the road at night. For safety, the homes will have face recognized security systems.
See what our real inspirations were: to reduce the environmental footprints of cities and bring special attention to clean water and electricity to make cities better for residents and environment.
The COVID-19 pandemic has brought many changes in the way we live our lives. During this pandemic period, everybody is avoiding physical contact with living as well as non-living things. The most common thing in all high-rise buildings is an elevator, which is commonly shared by a large number of users. Less physical contact with shared interfaces means less potential to transmit dangerous bacteria and viruses, keeping tenants, employees and guests healthier. To make that possible, we have found a practical way to use sensors that make elevator push buttons a thing of the past. We have designed a touchless elevator which works on the voice modules.
First floor. Second floor. Ground floor. Ground floor.
It's quite simple. We just replace the touch input used by every elevator by a voice input. We used a microphone which will be installed on each floor and the elevator which will take the input. The input will be processed by Arduino which will then interpret it and will send it to the motors. For the demonstration purposes, we used LEDs to demonstrate, but the actual project will be connected to real motors of the lift. We used Arduino because it is compatible with almost all the modules and is very easy to code as it uses C and C++ language.
Hi, my name is Arushi Garg. My project is called Actions Redefine Safety. The problem I am addressing is the unavailability of post-trauma care to the accident victims within the golden hour. There are large amount of stats which state that millions of accidents take place all around the world every year. For instance, just within India, around 1400 people die every day due to road accidents. But these accidents are often not reported. This problem is so big that WHO has introduced a separate program called Save Lives to address this problem. Now, what is the solution to this problem? I have a solution. Here's how it works. First, the CCTV on the road will capture an image and tell whether the image captured is an accident or not. If the image captured is an accident, it will convey the message to the emergency service providers like police and ambulance and hospitals, and it will also give them the details like location and image of the accident, time of the accident, etc. This will help to reach out to the victim within the golden hour and help him and reduce the consequences of the injuries.
Now, why do we need to find solution to this problem? And why do we need excuse? Improving the emergency come after the road traffic crashes has clear benefit for preventing unnecessary deaths and mitigating the long-term consequences of injuries. This skill also helps in promoting WHO's Save Life program. Timely emergency care saves people's lives and promoting their life from financial crisis. There is an additional benefit to our country's entire health system because a well-coordinated agency cares leads to more efficient and effective use of existing resources. Thank you.
Last but not the least, we have SDG and skill innovation. The Sustainable Development Goals are a collection of 17 interlinked global goals designed to be a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. Skill innovation plays a key role in achieving all 17 SDGs. With different levels of impact and across different challenges to meet these goals, students require action on a number of fronts, including harnessing and maximizing the potential of technology. Our budding innovators are hence working towards achieving the same by exploring different avenues and applying their entrepreneurship skills. So let us see the small but crucial drops of ideas needed to complete the river of sustainability in our 3D lab.
कृषक मीत देश के आधार का सखा.
Police in the Indian capital Delhi have clashed with protesting farmers after tens of thousands converged on the city to express anger over agricultural.
Oh my, the poor farmers are facing a lot of difficulties.
They need help. We should help the foundation of country. We were touched by the losses farmers are facing and started researching about the problems and issues that cause these consequences.
And after understanding the problems, we all came up with an idea of a 3-sensor kit Krishak Meet.
We also asked farmers directly for their suggestions and problems they face.
We started prototyping and implementing our idea, hoping we would be able to bring a change in the lives of the farmers.
Farmers are a blessing for all of us. They are particularly great, do hard work to provide us food. But hey, there is a bad news. The productivity and managed scale of farmers is decreasing day by day and they are facing high losses. But we have found the solution. Krishak Meet.
We are on a mission to help the farmers to keep a frequent check on their soil using a 3-in-1 kit. The kit would have a temperature sensor, a pH sensor and a moisture sensor. It is a handy kit. The farmer just has to put the sensors in the soil and get the reading. We have designed the kit Krishak Meet as soil testing is fundamental necessity for agriculture to have good crops and yield. Our kit has 3 types of sensors which will help to check the temperature, the pH level and the moisture content of the soil. It will act as a friend for the farmers to help them keep frequent checks on their soil and increase the management scale and the productivity of the crops for the farmers.
Greetings to everyone. We are presenting a project on the SDG goal number 6, clarifying the importance of water and hygiene.
The 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, adopted by all United Nations member states in 2015, provides a shared blueprint for peace and prosperity.
Despite significant progress in extending access to safe drinking water and sanitation, billions of people, particularly in rural regions, still lack these essential services.
Our project is basically made up of 2 parts: waterless toilets and water spheres.
So, to overcome this problem, we came up to a solution. That is our project, Waterless Toilet with Water Producer.
The primary goal is to design a hygienic dry sanitation system which avoids direct discharge of excreta into the nearby water bodies. WaterSphere is a low-tech, low-cost atmospheric water condenser that could help create water self-sufficient in communities across the globe. Diagrammatic representation.
Working of a waterless toilet. The solid waste pit consists of a steep depression in the ground lined with bricks or cement blocks. The bamboo mat is placed at an angle so as to ensure rolling out the solid waste to the far end. Bamboo mat is being used as a sieve to filter the washing water from solid waste. The washing water seeps through the mat and gets collected in the deeper part of the pit.
The water producer unit is designed with its condensation chamber planted about 6 feet in the ground. It sucks the air in through a propeller fan and which rotates due to wind. It generates electricity as well as sucks air for condensation.
Features are as follows.
Benefits of waterless sanitation system. Rural people. People in rural areas can have easy access of sanitation facilities. Remote areas. It's a profitable community toilet, so it can be transported to different locations and can help people living there. Community level. If funded by government, then it can be taken a community level. Imagine using this toilet in malls. Drought areas. Since it is aligned with a water producer, it can be areas help in tackling lack of sanitation in those areas.
We aim at reducing and using water wisely, creating awareness about generating useful products, keeping the toilet clean with minimum effort, educating people about health and hygiene.
Conclusions. One of the most important conclusions is the need to create awareness in the people residing in underdeveloped areas.
There is no such thing as a way. When we throw anything, it must go somewhere. I, Sanji Bansal and my partner Abhilasha Shaukin have ideated and prototyped a new way of utilizing waste hair. Waste hair from salons, barbers and even our homes are dumped out on land or in water bodies. And as hair is non-biodegradable, it blocks the drainage system and when burnt releases many toxic gases which harm the environment. Therefore, it needs to be managed properly.
You might not be aware of properties of hair, like it is as strong as a steel wire and sunlight have no effect on it, which makes it suitable for the construction of roads and roofs in rural areas. To improve the durability and strength of the roads and tiles, we can use waste hair as a binding agent by mixing it with fine and coarse aggregates of soil and make durable and strong roads of that mixture.
This would help in recycling waste hair for a better cause and would prevent drain blockage and reduce the harm caused by dumped hair to the environment. Our idea focuses on the 3 R's: reduce, reuse and recycle, and would prevent water, air and land pollution. It would improve the quality of roads in villages at a low cost.
Our target is to introduce the waste management of hair and use the benefits of hair for the betterment of the community by improving the condition of development and infrastructure in the villages and rural areas of the world.
Now, to show you my idea, I have created a model. You can see here, I have created the roof of this house using adhesive and real human hair. The hair provides strength, durability and also they are waterproof and affordable. In cold and rural regions, the melanin in hair can absorb heat and provide warmth in the house. I hope my idea would help the community and will bring development in such areas. Thank you. There always a better execution if different thoughts combine and work together. So, for bringing our idea to reality, first of all, we would like to form a group that supports us and works with us. Then, we will approach salons and barbers and spread awareness about the harm caused by waste hair to the environment. Also, how it can be used. We will ask them to collect waste hair in special bins.
Then, we will share a toll-free number with all of the salons and ask them to contact us whenever they feel like donating the hair. Then, we will collect the hair and contact the road constructors and laborers for the construction of roads and tiles for roads. After the construction of roads, we will also take the responsibility for keeping and maintaining a check on the roads.
Upcare and Share empowers the students to build entrepreneurial skills, associate with NGOs like Seva Bharati, Goonj and Helpage India for helping special children and adults and support underprivileged to raise their level to greater heights.
Our website promotes sustainability, entrepreneurial skills and the curiosity that helps the students explore and build the required skills. It is truly said, Vasudev Kutumbakam, the world is one family. Our website is a great source to sell our products online and use the profit to help NGOs.
The principal objective of the school has always been a synthesis of modern knowledge and technology with ancient heritage and culture. Our site mainly focuses on important and educational workshops and events and our eco-friendly products self-made by our students.
In our events tab, all the upcoming events and the details are mentioned. If anyone is interested, they can simply check the details and price, select the quantity of the tickets to be bought, fill in their own details, their ticket credentials, and that's it. Then the buyer can download his or her ticket from here in PDF form.
Moving forward to purchase our products tab. Numerous eco-friendly products like eco-enzyme, manure, handmade coasters, organic soaps, sanitizers, handmade chocolates, and many more made by a young entrepreneurs are displayed here. The customer can buy the product they wish to buy by clicking on the Add to Cart button.
For viewing more details of the product prior to purchase, 1. May click on the View More Details button. The customer can check the images of the product, its description, refund policy, shipment details, and what raw materials to use. Then he or she just needs to choose the quantity and answer the additional questions asked, if any. In organic soaps,
the customer can even add a special note for any additional requests like
there is a student executive team which manages the respective areas and assigned roles along with a team of representatives titled Zimbabwe Zealots. We also have an automated chatbot on our website that will answer all the doubts and queries much faster. For website developers are Shivansha Chawla and Anamika Sharma of Class 9. We hope you like the website and this initiative by our school. Thank you. With this, we conclude our event that showcases the exhibits created by the students of Neoteric Innovators Club. The projects showcased were the best of our innovations, and many among the same have been selected at national as well as international level competitions. It is rightly said that innovation comes from creating environments where the ideas can connect, and we are proud to be a part of such an innovative platform provided by our school. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for such a magnificent display of projects showcasing awe-inspiring innovation and creativity. Kudos to the brilliant team. Now, I would request our special guests of the day, Mr. Deepak Goyal, Ms. Bhavna Sharma, and Mr. Sachin Nagpal to share their views and valuable feedback on today's program. So first, I would like to invite Ms. Bhavna Sharma. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Now it's afternoon. A very good afternoon. A very good afternoon. Afternoon to our honorable principal, ma'am, various guests, teachers, and students. Amazed. So many projects and so much talent. Truly saying, it was like I was amazed to see so many creative ideas at such young age, and there was good amount of appreciation. Awards were also there, not only for the students but teachers as well. And it shows the excellence and the path our school is following. Truly saying, our school has set a benchmark for all of them who has taken out positive from a negative situation also, and giving so many platforms to kids to give them to showcase their creative skills, enhancing their analytical thinking. Amazing showcase. Truly saying, congratulations, ma'am, for the wonderful showcase. Amazing. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so very much, Bhavna ma'am. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Deepak Goyal. Deepak, sir. Yeah.
Are you able to see me?
Yes. You're again gone, sir.
So, when I was going through all the projects, I was actually, taking into a journey that, where I can add, onto certain futuristic aspects. Because as, Dr. Saha also said that, it is all about 2030, we have to be more prepared with. And their journey, should go along, not just stop at a project itself. So one way is like, I can answer questions, or the second way is that, I can straight away, like, get into the pointers that I have made.
We also have questions, sir. Students are going to ask if you feel that, after even the students have asked questions and you could not make your pointers there, so you can, of course, come back and say your pointers, sir.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Sachin Nagpal. Sachin, sir. Do we have Sachin, sir, here? Sachin, sir, can you hear us? Okay, then we'll move on to, interaction. So first of all, I would like to call Ishan. Ishan, please pose
Yeah.
your question.
Good morning, everyone. My question is from Deepak sir. Being a student, if I come up with an idea for a certain product or service and want to implement it, how would I arrange for financial and physical resources needed for it?
Well, Ishan, it is always an outcome. When you talk about new idea, whether it is a product or a service, you always have to validate your idea in terms of, like, in short, we call it total idea management. So Tim, in a short form. So it is like when you look at any idea, you have to look at if that idea has some originality, that is creation, or getting into the real ideation phase. Then you have to look at the validation of that idea. That is the second step. Third, it is about the protection of that idea. Now, frankly speaking, ideas cannot be protected. So what can be protected is that how you are able to build a prototype around it. When you have done that, then your team is over. So that means you are ready with the idea, which could be fundable, or which could have a kind of some financial viability. Then the second question that you need to put to yourself is that what kind of funds and for which area of that portfolio you want funding. So it's not like funding is of, see, just like we have different classes, we have different schools, colleges, same are the funding institutions also, and so are the sizes. So you need to be very clear with that. If the idea is there, are you looking for funding for to do more of research and development, or you're doing it because already there's more of competition there and you want to scale up something very fast once you implement it. Third, you want to have it all in all for marketing and branding. So these are the things you need to decide as a second step. Third step is when you are ready with Tim and you are ready with where all you need funding for, then you go into that how you can actually show a quick success around. So whether you do a pilot, or in our terms, we call it POC, proof of concept. So you might do a test launch, you may do a small launch. You can show, some, early customers for your product or service. That means somewhere the viability of your team has been done by the market now. So it is not Ishan is saying that my idea is good. Now it is the market which is giving you which is really reciprocating to you. So this is what you have to look into. When you are able to do that, then that, are you looking for seed funding? You are looking for angel funding, or you're going with you want to if you're eligible, if you're going for venture capital funding, or and then there are higher sides also where some government subsidies and grants are also available. Then there are certain options which are called as soft loans. Those are also available. Then there are certain associations globally. Let's say you are doing something for social project, or you're doing something which is somewhere positively impacting environment. So there are special funds available for such projects. So your question could be of one line, but it has a depth, and the depth has to be put into different steps. That will give more realistic perspective towards it, that what and how much of funding you could look for. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you, Deepak sir. That was quite insightful. I would now request Aditya Vikram to pose a question to Sachin sir. Aditya?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, my question was, by when do you think that schools will be able to adopt virtual reality in the teaching and learning process?
The virtual reality as of now at the nascent stage is already there. If you talk about smart classrooms, they are one step towards that only. But when it comes to teaching, 100% virtual reality may not be there because students always require a human touch. And that is where understanding of the teacher how to explain and make the student understand is very important aspect. So whatever smart classes are there are good step to be able to deliver to students the data which is required, and explanation can only be done through human touch only. So that is one stage which is very important.
Very true, sir. That's very true. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Shaurya.
Good morning, sir. Sir, my question is for Sachin, sir. Sir, I want to ask that how researchers are being set to create much bigger robots and completely change the human life, like there are humanoid robots and many more.
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, sir. How researchers are being set to create much bigger robots and completely changed human life, like there are humanoid robots.
You should see your ATL lab itself. At such early stages, you are creating solutions which are too bigger to your age. The moment you keep on growing into that aspect and more research goes, more ideas are converted into reality, then it is implemented to the different levels. Like Mr. Deepak was explaining, those ideas at nascent stage goes to a different level at different stages. So depending upon the requirements, these researches are taken to a different level. If you go to Sony Labs in Japan, their use of research will not be at the nascent stage but a higher level on delivering certain aspect to the industry at large or to the social sector at large.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sachin, sir. Any more questions? Anybody who like to ask any question?
I have one thing. I have one thing to add on to the funding which you have been asked.
Sure, sir.
Since I'm part of the MATE also, the industry has developed incubators which help those ideas in synchronization with the whatever requirement anybody entrepreneur has. Like IIT Delhi is one such place where if you take the ideas to them, and if your idea meets to the industry requirement or the social requirement, they link you to the platforms where those requirements can be met with.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now I would like to ask Vedant to pose a question to Bhavna ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. My question is from Bhavna ma'am. Ma'am, how can students be encouraged to innovate, and how can they be motivated more ma'am, persuaded to innovate and come up with new ideas?
Truly saying, you are the role models. We as a person we cannot benefit more, but the way the school is approaching, the way you are putting efforts, truly saying this is the thing we actually are going towards in that direction. As a parent, as a society member, definitely there is a need for encouraging these things, but the true examples can be put if the way the today's exhibition was there. It was a true model. Now it will be on YouTube. Teachers are promoting it by showing it in the classes also. So this is one of the way you can promote it. And truly saying, the school also, school at the CBSE level also, by AIM, by government also, these steps are being taken to promote promote these things. As the COVID was like a very negative thing, but because of COVID, there are so many positive aspects which are there. Like I think many of the students were not even aware of what is Tinker Code, what is programming, what is AI, what is robotics. But because of the amalgamation of teachers, school, academy, your government, and the students, the aspiration to know more has actually made them achieve at a good level. And you kids who are so creative and innovative, they are actually role models of your colleagues also, for other students also. Definitely school is giving you a platform, but making a perfect use of it can be because of few people only. Truly saying, I think you got the answer, or should I explain more?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're most welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. That was quite inspirational. Vedant was eager to ask a question to Deepak sir. So, yeah, please go on, Vedant.
Deepak sir, as we know that many new technologies are developing at a fast rate, how would you suggest that we as students should do to prepare us for the future and our career in the 21st century?
Well, you know what? That's a very, very important question. And again, I'll go back to, what the chief of CBSE said, that it is number one, it is not about science all in all. So when he said, big NO, no. So it is like that. However, technology is to be now adopted more from the user perspective. It's something like, how you, when you have to buy a mobile phone, you actually do not go and do your ENTC engineering. Or if you have to buy a car, you are not actually going with automobile engineering first to buy it. Same way, you have to now start looking at technology with all the persona of it. So look at like it. You could be a tech developer. You could be a tech functional user. You could be the user in a way that you are building your own products and services around. Or you are able to look at that how the technology can be put into a framework setup. The idea is that what is the objective to be achieved, and if that objective is something where the technology has a role to play as an enabler, and who is trying to make it? People like you, people like me. For instance, when I was going through all the projects, uh, especially if I start with the very first half of gaming, how gaming could induce more learning. Now, if I look at the tech setup, I was very happy to see how it is being done. But then again, as a user, and when I would be thinking of developing something which is more game induced learning environment, I would always, go with the steps like number one, is it entertaining and or interesting? Second, is it informative? That means, is it giving me learning? Third, will it help me to create an impact? That means, is it teaching me some lesson, when I'm playing that game around? And when I'm looking at it, is it somewhere rewarding me with some score or point in such a way that it can uplift my status, where I could say like, I have reached to silver status, gold status, or platinum status in that game. So look at it, how it all started. It's a technology. Technology enabled learning, learning in an interesting way. But what is the impact? The impact is that I am able to use technology to somewhere make me well thoughtful and more abreast with what is happening around. So we have to now envision technology with that mindset of its use, not technology as technology per se. And all the more, I can say, with my experience of almost 21 years now, that when I was working, with all, with many of the top IT companies of India and abroad, one question always asked to me, that from where I have done my engineering. And then I used to tell them that I'm an economist. And then I've done my MBA, of course, in IT systems. And all my experience is into digital or into IT services area, because it's a big misconception that IT services industries are actually tech companies. They are not tech companies. So that is what I would suggest, Vedant, that when you guys are looking at technology, just do not think technology means coding, programming, testing, and developing. Now, technology could have many functional areas also, many business areas also of usability. So try to envision it with a 360-degree mindset. I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Deepak sir. That was quite again very productive and useful of you to tell the students, guide them and direct them into the right manner and correct path. So Thank you, students, for asking such innovative questions, and thank you, our guests of
Can
today.
I intervene, Lata?
Yeah, sure, ma'am, sure.
Yes. Yes, Sachin and Deepak and Bhavna. So
Hello,
now
ma'am.
informal greetings we can exchange
A very good
because
afternoon,
Sir
ma'am.
has left the meeting. I hope you must have enjoyed all the projects, whatever they have showcased.
Truly saying, true, ma'am. True.
So, and you have
Amazing
guided the
project.
students. I was participating, but I was not active here because some other work was also going on. Really thankful to you, especially both of you, and Bhavna, you also,
It's always
for
a pleasure,
encouraging
ma'am.
students and being the role model. I think Vedant, you have been charged, all the students, those who are here. Shaurya, अच्छा लगा सर से बात करके?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. It was amazing.
It was amazing. Okay, so you must have guided them like what else they should do. They have a lot of spark.
The ATL
And
which I've
Sir
seen,
also has guided them. So let us see, Swasti, Bhavna, you please see to it like how these type of whatever they have prototype models, Charu, we can have it for patent. We can go to CBSE, we can share with them. Try
Sure,
to
ma'am.
work in that direction.
And that will
I'll
be really
even I'll try
interesting, you know, when you have these ideas in place.
Yes,
Then why
maybe
not, you know,
you never
harness
know
them? Yeah,
when any student will get a chance.
that's true. Very true.
So, and Sir has given us the liberty. So, let us share with him. Charu and Rohit is here, Ruchika.
Definitely,
So, let
ma'am.
us share their ideas with him. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So, thank you so much for devoting so much time.
thank you, ma'am.
I'm
Thank you,
always
ma'am.
welcome, and you know,
Yes.
I always feel so proud to see that, you know, how you have, you know, taken so many initiatives. And sometimes I feel jealous also. These things did not happen
No,
during my days.
my team is doing everything. They are doing, they are working around the clock and whatever best. But actually, problem is like many students, they are not benefiting themselves with this.
Okay.
They're not coming forward.
Mm-hmm.
As Sir has given many ideas how to engage parents, but it's not possible. Let us see. We will not give up.
On
Yes,
practical aspect, that can be very challenging. But what I've seen in ATL from the start to date, today's demonstration, there's been drastic change in the sort of projects they are taking, which are more user friendly, more coming to the
Yes.
society, and they can be associated with the industry for good aspects.
Yes,
So
Rohit and Ruchika, they are doing a lot. So whatever is coming, we are sharing with students, but many are not participating. Let us see.
It will
But
happen.
whatever the number of the students whosoever are doing, but that they are having inculcating a habit of empathizing, and which is very important.
But you know,
As a-
creativity and innovative comes from only 1% or 2%
Yes.
of the
That's
students.
true.
So
That's true.
maybe we have this group only from where it can come. Let us see.
Ma'am, as we
Thank you
always
so
say,
much.
like, you know, we have to identify those champions to front end
Yes.
things.
Yes.
So I think you already have those in place now.
Okay, okay. Chalo beta, all the best. God bless you always.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
bye-bye. Have a
Yes,
good day to
Lata.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I would now like to invite our event coordinator, Ms. Charu Dodi, for a vote of thanks.
Okay. On behalf of the school, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude for the overwhelming response to this event. Tech Spectacle is basically a humble effort to bring to fore the efforts of our promising children in the field of technology, robotics, and STEM. I take the opportunity to specially thank Dr. Saha for acceding our request and sparing his valuable time from his busy schedule to witness the event and bless the children with his inspiring address. I am thankful to Ms. Bhavna, Mr. Deepak, and Mr. Sachin for their constant support. Their valuable feedback is very important for us to explore new avenues. I would like to express my gratitude to Principal Ma'am for providing ample opportunities and platforms for promoting this skills. In the last, I would like to thank the parents and the students who actively participated, and I wish that many of more students and parents join with us. So
Thank you everyone for joining the event. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome, Charu ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for making us part of
Thank
it.
you. Yeah, thank you everyone. I once again congratulate the diligent and dedicated team of teachers and students for putting up such a phenomenal show. A huge round of applause for all of you. And now I end today's program with these inspirational words. Limitations are self-imposed because they exist only in the mind. Don't limit your challenges, challenge your limitations, and believe in your infinite potential. Thank you. Now I request everyone to get ready for Shanti Path.
द्यौ शान्ति अन्तरिक्षं शान्तिः पृथिवी शान्तिरापः शान्तिरोषधयः शान्तिः वनस्पतयः शान्तिर्विश्वे देवा शान्ति ब्रह्म शान्तिः सर्वगं शान्तिः शान्तिरेव शान्तिः सामा शान्तिरेधि ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः